Okay, this is chapter 5, verses 33 to 37. Right over here. Concerning oaths. Again, you have heard that it was said to those of ancient times, "You shall not swear falsely, but carry out the vows you have made to the Lord." But I say to you, do not swear at all, either by heaven, for it is the throne of God, or by earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. And do not swear by your head, for you cannot make one hair white or black. Let your word be yes, yes, or no, no. Anything more than this comes from the evil one. Okay, so here concerning oaths, Jesus is talking about something that I actually didn't know was bad. Like, I didn't know we weren't supposed to do this uh, as followers of Christ, but I mean, I guess I do now. But anyway, a lot of people kind of do it. So like they'll swear on something, or they'll do an oath when it's unnecessary at all, and and they'll do it so many times. Like, oh, I swear to blank, I'll do this. I swear to blank, I'll do that. Whether it's someone's life, your own life, whatever it may be, we shouldn't be doing it, because Jesus literally tells us not to do so. So anyway, here in verse 33, it says that, again, you have heard that it was said to those of ancient times. Ancient times meaning probably under the Jewish law before Jesus came to the world. You shall not swear falsely, but carry out the vows you have made out to the Lord. So here, swearing falsely means to kind of, it's like you're going to take an oath, but you lie. So for example, um, I promise under oath that something is true, even though it actually isn't. Or uh, let's say you swear under an oath, or you sort of make a promise, you make a vow to God, but you don't keep it. That is swearing falsely, right? And then it says, but carry out the vows you have made out to the Lord. Yeah, of course, you want to keep the promises you have made out to the Lord, right? That was the kind of old instruction, right? But now, Jesus is teaching us, but I say to you, do not swear at all, right? He says, do not swear at all. And then he goes on with these kind of things here. So he's like, either by heaven, for it is the throne of God, or by earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King, the great King Jesus. So here, where I just kind of like to explain these words, because for me, it kind of helps understand. But throne here, for when Jesus says, um, don't swear to heaven, earth, or Jerusalem, or your head. I just kind of like to simplify these things as much as possible. So, throne meaning throne of God, meaning the kind of chair or seat of power, right? So basically, heaven, for it is the throne of God. It's God basically. It's the power, the seat of God. Or by the earth, for it is his footstool. It's God's footstool. Um, footstool. Footstool meaning something under God's control, God's authority. Same kind of thing as throne, right? It's God's authority. And then here where Jesus is talking about, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. This King is Jesus Christ. Anyway, so Jesus says, don't swear at all, okay, by any of these things. Why? Because all of it's God's. Everything belongs to God. We can't control anything. Like, we can't instantaneously, it even says here, we can't even make one hair white or black, right? I'm not talking about like making it white or black with like hair dye. No, I'm talking about like we don't have the power to instantaneously change the color of our hair with our words, right? God does. Jesus does. That's why he performs miracles with just his words. So swearing to things that belong to God doesn't add any extra honesty or credibility, because we have no ownership of anything that isn't ours anyway, because it's all God's. To me, it's like saying, let's make a bet, right? I'm going to make a bet to someone, but then I don't have any money. So why would I even make a bet? There's no point if I don't have any money. There's no ownership. Here, in the last kind of verse here, it says, let your word be yes, yes, or no, no. Anything more than that comes from the evil one. So our answer should be simple. Jesus is saying our answer should be simple. And kind of like what I kind of think about this is, if we were, you kind of swear, or like you make an oath to make it more convincing, right? But we should be honest people in the first place. We should be truthful and reliable to the best of our abilities. That's who the people you want to deal with. Those are the people that you want in your life. You don't want people who are liars, or manipulative, or untrustworthy, right? So if you are an honest person, if you are a truthful, reliable person, your words should be trustworthy enough without needing to make an oath. By making your speech more complex with all these like promises, oaths, or whatever, maybe it's because you're doing it because something you said you were going to do before, you didn't do. You broke a promise, or you were dishonest. You lied about stuff, and people found out. So now you're trying to like cover up, right? You're trying to convince someone, either the same person you were dealing with before, or someone new that maybe heard about you and your reputation. Maybe you're trying to kind of cover up and make it seem like you are more honest, right? But swearing to blank, right, whether it's yourself, someone else, can be bad, especially if you call upon God, right? Because if you call upon God and you lie or you break the promise after, then you're not honoring God. And a lot of people do that. Like, a lot of people won't really fulfill the promise they're making. Because sometimes, like, we can't guarantee anything, right? So it's like, at that point, you're just using God's name to kind of make yourself look better, even though it's not trustworthy or it's not out of good intentions. Like, you're using God's name as a tool to make yourself look honest or truthful. But, it's disrespectful to God, honestly. But yeah, that's pretty much it.